I'm going to get started with this in just a few minutes, just putting this graphic up just to stand by. We've got to put some stuff on the digital platforms and we'll be all set. So just bear with me for a quick second. Okay, pull some graphics up. Oh, 1 second. This mic off for a quick second. I'll be right back. Okay, just before 9 o'clock. It's not a Saturday. It's not Billy Joel, but 9 o'clock on a Tuesday evening, March the 19th. And we've got some interest in the weather world. We've still got this unsettled pattern that we've been in really since Friday night. We've picked up, anywhere from about a ½ inch to pushing 3 inches total since Friday night in the coastal bend. Given the multi-day offerings of rain that we've seen, the biggest numbers came Friday night and into Saturday morning over the weekend. Between Hebronville and Valfurious and points to the south of that, we had a storm just unload, drop tons of rain there. Radar estimating up near 3 inches of rainfall. Unfortunately, that's just south of the watershed, but today we added to those totals just a little bit. Most locations trace amounts, a few 1/100ths of an inch of rain. We had a little thunderstorm pop up near the GP Ingleside area, and that one dropped 1/4 of an inch of rain just north of the Corpus Christi Bay earlier today. Right now it's fairly quiet, but we do have additional rain chances in the forecast. So we'll pick this up on the Futurecast for tomorrow. Just give you a hyper-local look at what tomorrow's looking like. And I'll see if I can get the answer questions here. Again, 9 o'clock, March 19th. If you're not watching it at that time, then it's not live, it's a recording. So I can't answer the questions. We're doing it real time right now.
That time?
Yep.
Then it's not live.
That's how you answer the questions. So tomorrow morning, going to be cool, not as chilly by a handful of degrees as it was this morning. We were in the mid-50s this morning. I think tomorrow, closer to 60 degrees throughout the area, mid to upper 50s through about the mid to low 60s, warmer values at the coast. It'll start cloudy, and as the day progresses, we'll start to see more opportunity for some passing showers. Tomorrow's rain, it's going to be hit and miss. I don't think it's, actually I might have just come up with a new thing. Hit and missed. I think it'll be a little heavier than mist tomorrow. It should be light showers, maybe some moderate rainfall in spots, but a little milder than today was. We only managed 65 degrees today in Corpus Christi. Tomorrow, we'll have a few spots in the low 70s, a couple of spots, staying in the mid to upper 60s. Certainly seasonally cool. Average highs tend to run in the upper 70s this time of year. March the 20th tomorrow. So we're going to be 5 to 10 degrees lower than that tomorrow in the afternoon. Again, a little damp at times. I think this will be enough to dampen things up, and it kind of lingers throughout the remainder of the day. So Wednesday will start cloudy, kind of cool in the morning. And then we'll see the rain chances start to bounce up into the afternoon. It'll be hit and miss, light to moderate rain in the region. Sorry, you're gonna excuse my boring sense of humor. Sometimes it just slips out like that. Wind tomorrow, not terribly strong, 7 to 17 miles per hour out of the east to southeast. That'll bump in a little bit more humidity, but still manageable. It's not going to be, overly sticky outside, but certainly a little bit more moisture than what we had out there today. This is a live look in front of the studio. Joey, I appreciate it. I see you, Joey. Thank you, Samson Chavez. Thank you. Live look from the tower cam. SPID looks clean both ways. No traffic issues. 61 feels good outside. The dew point's still close to 50. An evening walk, it just, a little like this, little Channel 3 fleece action, and you're good. It's just, I'm trying to take as much as I possibly can in while it's still here. It's still March, right? But heading into April and May, the cold fronts, not only do they start to become weaker, but they also become a lot less frequent. So, it's getting to that time of year where we're going to say goodbye to the, not yet, we're still going to have more cold fronts. In fact, we have one in the extended forecast early next week, but what I'm trying to say is enjoy the cool weather while it's here, and we're not in the throes of the summer heat yet. The showers that moved through South Texas today, those are now in the Gulf of Mexico, south of Louisiana. Big region of high pressure over Louisiana. That's what's kind of keeping those showers to the south. So you see them approaching Louisiana. You got this big high, and that suppresses rain chances. So you see those showers kind of moving away from Louisiana with the high right over that location. We're going to be looking out to the west for the rain chances, and the system that we're watching is right over Arizona. I love, love, love to show the water vapor imagery. We're looking at moisture probably about 15 to 20,000 feet up here, and it's kind of like using an X-ray to look at the atmosphere. You can see right where that spin is over Arizona. That's the upper level cutoff low we've been talking about maybe for a week now, and how it was going to be influencing the weather through the weekend and into this week. So that's it, real time. It's over Arizona. And that counterclockwise spin, you see to the south of it through Mexico, those lighter hues showing up on the water vapor imagery. That's little pulses of energy and moisture that are coming into and through Texas. So this energy is going to be the driver of the rain chances. This is how it moves into Texas on Thursday. This is as late as 10:30 at night Thursday. The energy still moving through. And that's why the rain chances will be bouncing up into Thursday morning. As this energy approaches, it's going to destabilize the atmosphere. We're going to get a lot more lift and we should have sufficient moisture in place to generate, some showers and maybe some rumbles of thunder. I do think rain is going to be at its, best offering, if you will, Thursday morning through about noontime. Tomorrow, seasonally cool, scattered rain, highs near 70. No big deal, maybe some nuisance showers, but I don't think we have any thunder in play on Wednesday. Thursday morning, different story. That energy coming in, again, not only South Texas, but a lot of the eastern half of the state, looking at showers and thunderstorms, and some of these could be a little bit stronger. We had some over the weekend. In the Sinton area, I know this for sure, there was a 61 mile per hour gust associated with some of the storms that blew through Saturday night and into Sunday. I got a lot of pictures of some of the damage that was out there, like sheds toppled, fences down, a couple of trees snapped, and 60, 70 mile per hour winds, you can have that kind of thing happen. It's like a high-end tropical storm for a few minutes, So, I had a question about how is it possible that this, this solid tree, broke? And I thought back to a couple of springs ago, I was hanging out, I think I was watching the Masters golf tournament. It was like April, and a tree at my place snapped. It was a mesquite tree. Didn't think anything was wrong with it, but the inside of it was kind of rotten. And, we had some pretty strong wind gusts that day, not associated with the storm, but it was enough to snap, the trunk of the tree. So some of these storms, getting back to the weather at hand, some of these could be a little bit stronger and get up to that severe level. And for our case, into Thursday morning, severe, you're talking winds of around 60 miles per hour or 1-inch hail. And that's why, the Storm Prediction Center, that's an entity of NOAA, the Weather Service, they're based out of Norman, Oklahoma, and they issue these severe risks. So Central Texas into South Central Texas and over toward Houston, basically from Laredo to Houston, with the bookends on north to south being Corpus Christi, San Antonio, Austin. That's the zone where there's a low end 1 out of 5 chance for an isolated severe thunderstorm to pop up into Thursday morning. Do want to make it crystal clear that not everyone in that green hue is going to see severe weather. On the top left of the graphic, you see isolated severe storms possible, limited in both coverage and duration. So we're talking short-lived, isolated, severe thunderstorms being possible, which means that the majority of the activity will not be severe. So, we're guarding against the worst case scenario, which is 60 mile per hour winds, 1-inch hail. And that's what we're talking about when we say this low-end marginal severe risk. So we look at simulations all the time. This is just how our modeling is depicting Thursday morning at 11 o'clock. It may not look exactly like that, but the takeaway is that it's possible we get some showers and thunderstorms that may be a little bit more robust moving through the coastal bend. So if you have plans, just be aware that that's possible on Thursday morning. You don't want to be going out golfing, don't have your phone on you for 4 hours Thursday morning, and not be aware of what's going on. So that's Thursday morning. This I thought was interesting. The energy is going to be starting to exit Texas Thursday night into Friday morning. And our in-house modeling wants to throw one more little wave of showers and storms in Thursday overnight into Friday morning. I'm not so sold on that yet that I think it's a guarantee that this risk is in play. But it was enough of something to where I'll show you why. I'll show you why I don't want to completely rule that out. We'll go back to this graphic. So this is the upper level energy, and this is 10:30 at night. It's still moving through Texas and the coastal bend / South Texas at that time. So given that slower progression of the upper level energy, we'll go just cycle through this again, pick it back up where we left off. So into Thursday night / Friday morning, we're going to get the dry air starting to come in at that point, but it's still possible that we see a few, kind of bonus showers or thunderstorms. The data comes in tomorrow and this isn't there, that's kind of why I'm questioning it. This is the first time I've seen something like this show up in our modeling. I'm not seeing it in any other models that I've seen yet. There may be some that come out tonight that show this, and then if that happens, okay, we will start to get a little bit more confident on that outlook. But I'm saying that to say that there could still be some lingering stuff Thursday night into Friday morning before the sun comes up. The drier air for sure is here Friday, and I think we're in for a sunny delight on Friday afternoon. Lots of sun, a little drop in humidity as this drier air comes in around the backside of this low. And again, I'll try to scroll back into these. Well, I'm seeing one question. Think it will be okay driving to San Antonio Thursday morning, from Justin De La Garza. I would be aware of the radar. There's a chance that I'm pretty confident we're going to see showers and thunderstorms moving through on Thursday morning. I can't tell you right now that at 9:30 there will be a shower and at 10:15 there will be a strong thunderstorm, and I wouldn't be able to answer that in depth. So my response to that question would just to be aware of that chance. What's Easter looking like? We'll get to that forecast next week. Sometimes I tell people that longer range forecasts like that are PFM, pure forecast magic. When you're looking that long range, you want specifics 10 days out, that's tough. So we'll get to the Easter forecast into next week. We're going to focus on the situation at hand, right, with the storm chance we've got into Thursday morning. So Friday, I think we're all good. Things are good Friday afternoon. It's going to be a beautiful day of weather. Before that happens, though, again, this is the outlook into Wednesday, just a different view on it. Tomorrow, scattered stuff in the afternoon. It's going to be light to moderate rain, though. I don't think we really have a huge thunderstorm chance on Wednesday. I mean, it's possible, but I think by and large, most of it is light to moderate showers, and it'll be hit and miss, off and on type of rain, enough to dampen the roads at times. And then into Thursday morning, that's when I think we get the better energy coming in aloft, the upper level support. And that's when we see the better chance at some storms. And some of them could be a little bit stronger. I didn't go all in on the severe. The coverage on that's going to be very isolated. But, Thursday morning, you just want to be kind of in tune with what's happening on the radar. It's a rain forecast through Thursday. I think Corpus Christi, 1/4 to 1/2 inch. I think the higher totals will be to the north and east of us, lower to the south and west. But if you say you're in Freer and you get a stronger storm blow through, you could easily get 1/2 inch to 1 inch of rain out of it. So when I make forecast maps like this is more of a trend in terms of, I think we're going to have more rain, more showers and storms move in to the north and east of town rather than to the south and west. And I'm just making these totals, looking at forecast modeling, seeing what they're saying. They're all different. And this is just my best representation of what is to come. And that's on top of what we already have had. If we're leading into this, I was saying for Corpus Christi, 1 to 1.5 inches of rain. We're already up over 1/2 inch. So if we got another 1/2 inch, we'd be there, right? Watershed, not enough. It never is. And this will not, get us back over 40% the way we need to get for several weeks to get out of the restrictions. It's not going to do it, but it's not going to hurt either. So it just is what it is. We need a lot of these events or a huge slow-moving tropical system to be in the perfect place over the watershed, which is the yellow and blue outline, to see, much improvement with that situation. So that's how it looks on the 7-day. Drier Thursday afternoon. I didn't put that Thursday night, Friday morning chance on here yet. If that's still showing up, if I were working tomorrow, I would put it in, but I'm off the rest of this week after today. So Kristen Walla will be in, who did a fantastic job over the weekend covering the severe weather that was here overnight. So that's what we're looking at. 82 on Thursday, morning storms, drier in the afternoon. Friday looks great. I think Friday's the nicest of the next 7. It just looks nice. 85, plus it's Friday. We like that. Saturday, pleasant. We'll get more of an easterly flow on Saturday. And the reason the temperature drops a little bit Saturday is because that easterly flow will bring more of a Gulf influence in with respect to temperatures. The Gulf is in the 60s right now. So the air coming in over the water kind of cools a little bit. So I dropped it down to 78. Sunday, the southeast winds come back, so we get a warmer flow. And then possibly another cold front. Looks like either Monday or Tuesday. I have it on Monday right now. Doesn't look awfully strong, but enough to drop the humidity, clear us out, and bring 50s back. So let me try to answer questions as best I can. We'll leave it on the 7-day right now. And if no one is, has any questions, then I'm going to feel like I did an adequate job answering them. And that's a good thing. Did y'all see the B-52 flying over the city today? That was really cool. There's a program at NASCC, a pilot for a day, and it is for kids that have a terminal illness or a very serious illness, and they bring these planes in and they give the child a really cool experience. And that's what was happening today in Corpus Christi, that B-52 flying around. That was really, I went outside, I heard the engines and it sounded like whinier. There's like 8 engines on that thing. And it was cool to see that. Okay, again, this is live at 9:20 on March the 19th. If you have questions about anything, you feel free to watch this again. You can also check out our website, KIITV.com/weather. Everything we just talked about is in writing there with graphics to supplement, and there's also a forecast video. It is I think it's an underutilized resource because every one of our meteorologists is extremely intelligent and educated, and they put a lot of thought into it, as do I, and it's a great resource for a complete rundown of what to expect. And typically, if your question's not answered there, you can reach out to us and we'll be happy to help you out with any info that's not in there. So we'll leave it there. And y'all just stay weather aware. Showers Wednesday, a little storm chance Thursday morning. And after that, especially by Friday, we're all good and heading into a nice weekend of weather. And we'll be checking in with y'all. Maybe see some of you at 10. Others, we'll see you on the interwebs, as they say.